Hello, Aquarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. All right, Aquarius, let's get right into it. The moon is still in Libra. So, you know you landed on the light side of the moon in Libra if you're feeling more adaptable, creative, good-natured, and diplomatic. That's right, fair-minded. That's right, fair-minded, right? When the moon is in Libra, really is about relationships and just who you're in relationship with, family members, relatives, friends, colleagues, and to practice receiving, trusting, and asking for equal and just exchange, right? And so to make sure that you take your part in just the balancing of the relationship as well, but you also expect others to take their responsibility in balancing our relationships as well. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. I've already prayed over your cards, already asked for clarity from Source. Your full moon prediction video will be going up this week if you're over on the Patreon side. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Coming back, welcome back. All right, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it. We're going to try to keep it short and sweet. Aquarius. All right, talking to you wherever Aquarius is in your birth chart. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Even if you're on the cusp of Capricorn or on the cusp of Pisces or wherever Aquarius is in your houses, wherever it is in your birth chart, I am talking to you. Remember, balance. In order for you to live a peaceful life, I know Aquarius, you all are air signs, but you're water bearers, right? And so careful not to be pouring too much into others where it's not a balance of, it's not a healthy balance. Let's go. Yep, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Seven of Cups, and also the Hangman. Yeah, so Hangman. All right, this is exactly what I was talking about, right? So Two of Wands, Three of Wands, right? 2 and 3 is 5, right? So it looks like already that someone has been on the receiving end of bait and switch energy, right? That means energies bait you into conversation and then they switch up and change the temperature. So you see this fire here, they warm up to you and then they change the temperature, right? You know that because see, this person's hair is blowing in the wind. They kind of go cold again. So that lets me know that something is definitely out of balance. Something is out of balance here. And so someone is taking a leap of faith and you are leaving something. You're leaving the confusion, the whatever behind, right? Because obviously when you're looking at the bait and switch, there is a motive involved in why people warm up to you, get what they need from you, Aquarius, and then go cold again. So as you're on your throne, carefully vetting your thoughts, Aquarius, you are deciding who those energies are. Here we have the King of Swords here. You're very, very wise. You got King and Queen of Swords energy. Very wise, very knowledgeable, right? So, and there's your sword there. That's right, sword here, sword there. So right now, there's energies that are collecting information about you, Aquarius. So that's just so you know, right? Like trying to empty you of information. This is right here, like trying to empty, like a person who is like hanging upside down. It's like, you think like blood rushing to your head. So it's the saying. It connects us with Neptune, which is currently retrograde. We have 5 planets that's currently retrograde, Neptune being one of them, and it is one of Pisces' ruling planets, right? So somebody is trying to empty you of some information. They're trying to empty you of some kind of information. So whoever they're using to bait you into conversation and then switch up, giving you the cold, then you need to, during this week of rest, through from the 2nd to the 9th, you all need to really slow down and start paying attention, Aquarius. Really slow down and pay attention. This reading is for the 4th of October through the 11th of October, right? Because the scales from your eyes need to fall off. Scales from your eyes need to fall off. Someone is in a very poisonous environment. And before it gets to be venomous, you need to pay attention. You're having an awakening. You're having an awakening. The Seven of Cups is about temptation. You need to close something out. You need to complete something immediately. Something needs to be complete. You need to take a leap of faith and, like I said before, remove yourself from situations that could end up burning you, in the long run. So there's two energies involved that's controlling a situation. Two types of energies involved in something that's controlling a situation. That's what I talk about during the moon phases. It's a super new you. We had a solar eclipse on the 2nd. Solar eclipses are about, we're in eclipse season, right? So eclipse season all into itself. Usually eclipse, you had a partial lunar eclipse on the September 17th, and then on October 2nd, we had which 2 weeks later, we had a solar eclipse, right? So lunar eclipses are about really just kind of doing the shadow work, letting go of some things, releasing some things, some traumatic past situations, and then trying to move beyond that. We had a full moon in Pisces, which is the I believe sign. And so whatever you choose to believe about a situation, you need to go with that. You are not paranoid. You're not going crazy. You're just going back through your past, through your memory bank. You're not motivated by something anymore. You're not motivated by the bait and switch, baiting you into conversation and then the switch up again, right? You're not motivated by that, because there's definitely an agenda here that somebody's missed, that you will miss if you go jump into a spaceship, right, Aquarius? So, excuse me. So like I said before, lunar eclipses and solar eclipses, we're in that season, right, which can be emotional all into itself. So source really wants you to start paying attention, Aquarius. You're going to pay anything, pay attention. You're going to pay something, pay attention, right? So yeah, pay attention to what's going on, because you have a look at all these opportunities you have that lie ahead. Travel, meeting people. And so what I'm seeing here, what you see sword energy, is energies are trying to cut that out. Their energies is trying to cut that. So pay attention. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Like I said before, the moon in Libra will remind you of balance, equal, like I said, practice receiving, trusting, and asking for equal and just exchange, right? So there has to be a balance. There has to be a balance. So if someone's asking you all of these questions and you hardly know anything about, or you can barely ask any questions without some kind of conflict arising, then there's a motive. Pay attention, Aquarius. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. That's right. Let's dig deep. Let's dig deep, Aquarius. Here we have the King of Wands. Here we have the Two of Coins. Here we have the Five of Coins, the Emperor card, the Hierophant card, and the Page of Wands. Yes, we know who is now behind everything. Everything is everything. Here we have the King of Wands here. So yeah, there's some energies that's working really hard behind the scenes, but so are you. You're a hardworking person, but there's energies that's working hard behind the scenes to become more familiar with who you are. And here we have the Two of Coins here with your work-life balance, and if it's out of balance, right? So here we have the Five of Coins here, right? See how this person is sitting outside in the cold, outside of a vault door, out in the cold. So five and two is 7, right? Excuse me, 5 and 2 is 7. So you have, just so you're clear, Aquarius, you have pairs of energies working together, like two energies. Like that's where we start out with the number of 2, right? So there is when you see those 2 scales for Libra, is 2 scales, right? So that number 2, excuse me, the number 2 in numerology symbolizes peace, right? Peace that surpasses all understanding. Aquarius, that's right, peace that surpasses all understanding. So number 2 people can be psychic, though they may keep it to themselves, can keep it to themselves as a secret. Extremely sensitive to other people's feelings, sensing them instantly. So they're very concerned for their close loved ones' well-being. So number 2s If you look at the shape of number 2, it's a visual representation that looks like a person that's bowing to the left in the direction of the number 1. So this is an innate desire to merge with another, join with them, and create peace and an integral to all, number 2s, right? So there are partnerships that are happening right now, Aquarius, that you need to be made aware of, that could throw you out of balance if you are not paying attention. You have a sea of opportunities that lie ahead, right? And Source wants you to take a leap of faith. You've worked very hard to, you've learned how to motivate yourself. You've gotten to your throne of clarity. We're talking about fire here, right? So motivation, clarity, mental clarity. You inspire a whole lot of people. Aquarius, you work very hard. I don't know what kind of job you all do, because we're talking to, it's a portal here. But you worked very hard to get to your throne. And so when energies are working in pairs to come up against something, Aquarius, you need to pay attention. The dark side of the number 2 has this tendency to fear the unknown and may be unusually cautious, right? They need highly sensitive support to come in terms with the unfamiliar. So if they're not familiar, if there are energies that's not familiar with you, this energy right here that feels left out in the cold needs to become familiar with you, because whoever these energies are, feel like this is the key to unlocking some information about you. So they'll offer this energy some kind of motivation, just so we're crystal clear. But then it's always the bait and switch. So they never really get what they were promised. And so, like I said before, then they're left out in the cold again. And so the dark side of the number 2, due to their natural humility, 2s, when they're out of alignment, can sometimes slip into a feeling of inadequate and suffer from low self-esteem. So these energies have to find energies who don't know their self-worth. So that's what you're praying for, people, that they know their worth, that they know that they can't be just used. And again, here we go, bait and switch again. Get some information from Aquarius and then cold shoulder again, right? So they are not out of balance. Yeah. So something you're ending immediately. Something you are ending immediately. Because Source is saying you have an innate spiritual understanding of what energies are behind things and how they jump to conclusions, but they're too prideful to say, oh, wow, I was wrong about Aquarius, and so let's fix this. I was wrong about Aquarius, let's fix this, right? So they rather use whomever they feel like is the key to your vault door. Let me speak about it in a spiritual sense and also in a physical sense, right? So if you have loved ones, Aquarius, like I said before, and by the way, they're trying to cook up something, just so you know. So, but also this is what Source is cooking up something for you as well, right? Source is cooking up something for you as well. So you have to decide, it's something that you prayed for. You want the blessings of Source, right? Not the burdens of human who are trying to get familiar with what's going on inside your vault door, meaning inside of your life, using whoever they can use. So you're ending something right away. You're definitely ending something right away. I suggest that you all really learn numbers, the light and dark side of numbers, Aquarius, because there's signs all around you. Signs all around you. There's some energies that's trying to stop your travel plans. That's trying to stop you from taking a leap of faith. Stop your prayers from being answered. So you need to pay attention. Like I said, you're going to pay something. You better pay attention. And it comes off the heels. 5 and 2 is 7. 7 is the number for completion, right? Yeah, 7 is the number for completion. And this is the reason why. This is the root of the reason why. Because you stopped something. So 7 looks like a 7. It has a horizontal line at the top, symbolizing the world above or heaven, with the diagonal line reaching below, signifying a bridge to the lower world. And so it also looks like a lightning bolt and symbolizes lightning insights, intuitive downloads that come out of the blue and light up your mind. So 7 can bridge anything, making connections between ideas, subjects seemingly that have no common ground, such as good and evil, light and dark. 7s can also experience sudden profound shifts in the lives that can take us by total surprise. That's why I said this is your tower moment. This is your awakening. Total recall. Check all of your relationships in your life to see if they are out of balance, Aquarius. Are you the one that's doing the majority of the giving? Giving information, giving this, physical, the material world, whatever, physical, spiritual world. Are you the one that's giving the majority? If it is, you need to balance it out immediately. Balance it out immediately. So if you look at a number 7, it opens up to the left, meaning the past. Thus, it has a good memory and it enjoys looking back at history to gather wisdom and understanding of the present. 7 points diagonally to the upper left, which signifies its interest in developing new ways of being, future technological or scientific breakthroughs, psychic premonitions, and the future. Number 7 has an unorthodox, unique belief systems and values, right? So due to number 7's quest and knowledge, Aquarius, y'all need to understand, 7 people travel extensively. Number 7 people travel extensively. And at some point in their lifetimes, they may read many books about other lands, other cultures, and even beyond Earth, space, and time. Financially, it is important for 7s to have a nest egg. I need y'all to hear what I'm saying, Aquarius. Do not jump in a spaceship. There are energies that have a desire to, like I said, empty someone out financially. They're trying to get familiar with what's going on behind your vault door, meaning what's going on in your life, what your financial situation is, where you've traveled to, where you're going to travel to, all of these things, right? See if you have a nest egg somewhere, if you have retirement, if you have health, life insurance, what do you have? What's going on with you, right? There's a plan. So, So number 7s tend to look deeply into everything. But there's a dark side to number 7, right? So due to your wisdom and natural quest for knowledge, you can get impatient. Those are the dark sides of number 7. And so when people don't catch on fast enough, you're number 7. That's what I'm trying to help you all understand. You need to catch on to this fire here, right? Increase your prayer and meditation life. Sit down somewhere, Aquarius. Sit down somewhere. Somebody is sending a younger person to do, that's being, trying to get familiar with you. All right, let's see what else we got going on. But your head and heart are not at war with each other. 8 of Cups here. All right, your head and heart are not at war with each other, Aquarius. Toss it into a burning bowl, cleansed by fire. Here we have the King of Cups. Yeah. You are, like I said before, know exactly who's behind what. King of Pentacles here. You have the most knowledge about you. You have the most knowledge about you. If you can just remember some things, the enemy, the devil, that's the only enemy, right? Only knows your patterns of behavior. That's it. But Source knows you from within. Your Creator knows you from within. So you have the most knowledge about self, right? And energies have to send at other energies to try to figure out, get more familiar with what whatever's going on. So obviously you close the vault door. You close a vault door. So let's see what else we got going on here, Aquarius. So yeah. So here we have, family jewels. Somebody has a dark high priestess. Somebody got a dark high priestess in the mist. Like I said, Aquarius, that's working. It's like I said, a team of energy. You have a dark high priestess in the mist, working on something. Let's see who this dark high priestess is. I think we already know, Aquarius. Like I said before, somebody who is jumping to conclusions about things. Someone who sees you as competition, right? And somebody who has seen, it's like a teenage competition, like between, so when you see fire, it's the solar plexus chakras, between the ages of 15 and 21. So it's somebody who really has not developed beyond that way of being. They have this very teenage, I'm better than this person, compete, compare, judge. They're not interested in a fireside chat, just so we're crystal clear. This is about an energy who is, it's their way or the highway. So in any way, shape, form, or fashion, this is going to try to cause somebody a headache, trying to cause you a headache, trying to empty somebody out of something, right? You got to understand, like in old time tarot, what the hangman really means. Here we have the sun card. Yeah. Somebody may have a son, or somebody who is like, son, daughter, whoever. Somebody who is like who is like your, that like when we think about, they revolve around. Something like you may have put a lot of energy. You may be, if your kids or nieces, nephews, whoever, something that, you may have put your life around. Though y'all know what I'm saying. You may have invested a lot of your, information in, like information about your family. You may have talked to them about your family. You may have talked to them about a whole lot of things. So anyways, the source is saying to you, so that's what we have so far. Your spiritual journey, all of those things. Who's who, all of this information. So let's see what else we got going on here, Aquarius. So just so you know, FYI. Yeah. Just so you know, FYI. But remember, the number 7 is highly intuitive, right? So that may be somebody's life path number. Or somewhere you may be very familiar with numbers and how powerful they are. So here's the thing, Aquarius, for you all. You're very much aware. I'll just put it that way. All right, let's see what else we got. Aquarius. That's right. So get your rest. Get your rest, Aquarius. Get your rest. Get your rest. Get your rest, Aquarius. Get your rest. So you're dealing with predators, PRE, who are preying on someone's legacy. Your legacy could be your kids, trying to pick them for information. They prey on your bank accounts, or preying on something that's of value to you, right? So you have to know your worth. You have to know your worth, right? And so when you're praying for other people's worth, those prayers are going to be answered. So you know what you're dealing with. Here we have, there's what I say. The Chariot card. Source is actually rewarding you. Source is rewarding you. The Creator is rewarding you, right? Here's the Hierophant card, because you have an innate spiritual understanding of things. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Aquarius. Like, you all don't have anything to worry about. You really don't have anything to worry about, because when you know from the inside what's going on, and people trying to use whatever, against you, you're the one that holds the keys. You're the one that holds the keys to your own vault door. You're the ones that hold the key. You know what I'm saying, Aquarius? It's like when you're younger and your parents tell you, you spend too much time over at your friend's house, maybe your best friend's house or whatever. And your best friend's parents are asking you all these questions. So, what church do you all go to? And so, where'd you grow up? What schools you go to? What is this, like trying to gain information like that kind of stuff, right? Or like people in your workplace who may be asking a lot of questions about someone else. They won't go directly to they won't go directly to you. They'll ask about you to other people, right? So they won't go down. But you are the SME, the subject matter expert on self. So just so you know. So, yeah. Here we have the King of Cups here. Yeah. So you know exactly what type of spirits you're dealing with. Ten of Cups here. Yep. All right. Divine connections, Aquarius. That's where you headed. That's where somebody is already. Divine connections and very sacred bonds, sacred unions, sacred bonds, right? So as energies are, like I said, collecting things, you're already on your throne. You are the subject matter expert on self, your emotions, your mental health, physical health, your sexuality. So we're crystal clear. your sensuality, your feelings, your emotions, your intuition, your spirituality, your spiritual beliefs systems, your knowledge of self. You are very, very clear. You're sitting on your throne, so you hold the key. So it wouldn't matter who they used, whoever they are, your people that on your job, friends, whomever, you are the subject matter expert on you. Three of Wands. Yeah, so Source is saying you're taking a leap of faith and you're moving on from some energies. Yeah, you're moving on from some energies. Just so you know. Just so you know, to protect your energy. Continue protecting your energy. Yeah, there's a Death card. Helping people to come out of their misery. There it is, Queen of Swords. Yep. You don't want people to suffer because they're being used, right? Whoever it is. You don't want your colleague to keep being used. You don't want your friends to be used. You're pulling the plug on something. That's what you're doing, Aquarius, because there's an imbalance there. And it's people can't come up Front Street. That's what you're dealing with. Some people cannot come up front. They can't talk to you directly. So they got to talk about you, around you, to other people, because they can't talk, because they've started, so whoever these energies are, jump to some conclusions about some things. And so a tower moment is happening. Tower moment is happening, Aquarius. Let's close this out. Let's get some oracle cards and let's go ahead and close this out. Remember, you are the subject matter expert on you, so yeah, you're a subject matter expert on you. And on top of that, you've been praying for these same energies, whoever these energies are. And only you know, because they come up in your dreams, your downloads. It doesn't matter how far back they are. Even if you had childhood friends that pop up in your dream that you haven't remembered, it's like, oh, I wonder where so-and-so is. And like what they're doing right now with their lives. Haven't talked to them in years. Immediately pray for them, because Source is trying to help somebody to understand it's not by coincidence that you're having downloads about people from your past. You just immediately pray for people. Immediately. Just pray for them. Yeah. Your commitment is being tested. That's right. Your commitment to self, right? You learn how to believe in yourself. There it is. Don't let your past hold you back. Find out what your South Node is and your North Node, right? So just take some time to breathe out. Yep. Be bold. Make the first move. That's you taking some control. Cardinal energy, right? Cardinal energy. We're going to have a full moon in a cardinal sign and a fire sign in Aries. And so this is structure and authority. So you are taking the first move. You're making the first move. And you are initiating, removing access. Complete, total access. So some of you all may have already done it. But yeah, don't let your past hold you back, because there are people who are trying to use that against you to stop something for you all, Aquarius. Is trying to stop something. Stop you from traveling, stop you from pouring into energy, stopping your money from growing, stopping your legacy, all of those things, right? You know, including considering you as dark high priestess energy. This is a projection of energies trying to project themselves onto you, Aquarius. That's why I say, as far as your water is concerned, water is reflective. So energies are trying to say, okay, you are the dark energy, even if you're not practicing darkness, right? Just like praying for somebody, they can also be misunderstood for preying on someone. They're homophones. P-R-E-Y and P-R-A-Y. You know, why do you need to know everybody's business to pray for them? Oh my God, we all need to gather and we need to pray. But we got to gather all this information. If you're going to pray for somebody in sincerity, pray for them without even knowing what is going on in their lives. Right? So Source is trying to help you to understand something, Aquarius. So that's why I said, somebody's name come across, you don't know what they're going through. You don't know where they are, what part of the world, whatever is going on, pray for them. If you pray, I can't tell you what to do, but you know what I'm saying. Like, we're talking about spirituality and taking action when we see fire here. Spirituality and action, or send out good vibrations, send out good energy into the universe. Creator, source, higher power, whatever you refer to God is, or if you believe in God. You know, I don't try to push that onto anybody, but, you know, or whatever your belief systems are, sending protection or healing energy, you know, their way out into the universe, their name, whatever, put it out in the universe, you know, that they're protected. Yeah, divine love. That's what it is, right? So When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. Yeah. There are energies that's trying to project on out there in the universe because they're trying to stop something. So, all right, Aquarius. Oh boy. So if you are a mother, somebody may be saying you are a dark mother, dark energy. Like I said before, like you're practicing dark magic, right? Even if you're not, there's a difference between recognizing something and actually practicing it, right? There's a lot of people that walk around and with smiles on their faces, but behind closed doors, it's a lot of harsh words being said to their kids. You know, just like you'll never amount to anything, competing, comparison with the children, all of this, that's dark spell work, spellings, words, saying a whole lot of dark stuff, getting their kids at war with each other, creating all kinds of chaos and confusion behind closed doors. So whether you're a man, woman, doesn't really matter. Somebody is saying something about this energy right here. So source is saying, just go ahead and cut something off. Just go ahead and cut something off, right? Productivity. I focus on projects that align with my long-term goals. I move away from disturbances. I walk toward focus. I summon my attention to all that is crucial to my success. I take breaks to avoid burnout. I'm grateful for my work. I release tension. I allow my mind to move into a state of flow. Some of you all may see pop-ups on social media because everything else is taking over social media now, like certain stories, like same, situations, same stories are popping up. Pray for those people too, whoever they are. But source is saying to you, there are energies who, like I said, behind closed doors, are very different than they are in public, right? So somebody is definitely trying to project something onto you that is actually them, that's their truth, right? And causing a lot of, this person is at this point sick. I mean, talking about physically ill to their stomach, just sick. So I feel like somebody may have been dealing with this kind of energy their entire life. Just like somebody in your life who was in your life between the ages of 15 and 21, seeing you as competition and treating you like you were competition your whole life. I mean, just ridiculous. So this is not something new to you. This is not something new to you at all. And they will align with anybody who feels like you are the opposition in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So when people say things like, of all people, that person would never lie. Sometimes they would. Sometimes they would. What is the motive? What is the reason? What is the reason? Somebody could be a singer. Y'all see me shuffling the cards. Yep. Yep. Connect with fire. Connect with fire. So it's a lot of stuff that's just hidden in plain sight. And so the fact that there are some people who, like I said, you love and you would rather have a warm fireside chat with, Aquarius, would rather see you as opposition, compete, compare, and align themselves with anybody else, complete strangers that see you as opposition, speaks in volume. Some energies probably should have been cut off a long time ago, whoever they are. So yeah, whoever they are. "28, I am a leader." That's right. So lead the charge and go ahead and close another cycle. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader, and that's what this is void of. It's void of compassion. Who can bring people together and drive a team toward achievement. Yeah, who can drive a team toward achievement. Keep your vibrations high, Aquarius. This is a tower moment that's happening right now. The tower moment, you're having an awakening of just exactly, it's just bringing, for some of you all, like I said, it's bringing back a lot of memories of a particular type of a spirit that it just reminds you of certain things. Like I said, probably possibly in someone's teenage years or prior to that. It's like literally being around a group of mean girls or mean guys. That's what something reminds you of, right? Except it's coming from the inside, right? So source is saying you know exactly what the root of it is, and so just get grounded. Get grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Yep. So when I say you all know exactly where it's coming from, you all know exactly the root of it. Pinpointed down to the letter. All right. All right. Where somebody should be embarrassed, but there's no shame. There's no shame at all. There's none. So work. I welcome fresh perspective and fruitful ideas into my work today. I'm so grateful for the income and satisfaction I receive from my work. Each day I'm becoming wiser and more skilled in my field. That's right. Like I said, keep it on the throne. Keep adjusting your crown. Keep inspiring and motivating people. Because like I said before, you do have a guardian angel that's watching over you and really helping you on this journey. And so they are well aware. They are well aware of, this one. It's one-sided. Clearly something is very one-sided. But yeah. I feel like Aquarius, this cycle, not just this cycle, because as we get closer and closer to the full moon, we're gonna have a super full moon. The intensity of that fire is gonna get even hotter and hotter and hotter. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But you, Aquarius, are protected divinely. Like I said, tower moment. You're having a tower moment. You're divinely protected. And upheaval is happening, right? Yep, it is happening. That is what I have for you all, Aquarius. Keep on, operating in a spirit of love. Stay rooted and grounded in love, Aquarius. Continue being balanced out. Questions for you for the moon in Libra. Is your work bringing more peace, justice, beauty, or harmony to the world? And then how could you amplify that? The second question for the moon in Libra is, what would happen if you spend more time with people who are completely at peace with themselves? Third is, do you receive as much as you give, or vice versa? The fourth is, which small steps could you take to create more beauty in your space? And then last but not least is, what could happen if you were to shift from complaining to a permanent sense of gratitude? That's right. Stay in a permanent sense of gratitude. You'll know by the types of questions people ask you, Aquarius, just FYI, who is on a team together. That's something people can't hide, because based on types of questions people are asking, like who's aligned with who, right? And so again, you're dealing with some energies, Aquarius, that don't have no interest. The motive, the energy behind it is not an energy of genuine warmth and sincerity. It's the opposite of that, Aquarius. It's very, very out of balance. Because if it were so, there would be direct conversations to you. But they're not. So somebody has to be this right here. This is somebody's being called some emotional wounding. There's a person in the middle, a younger person. That's where you see page energy is youthful energy. That's being called some emotional wounding as a result of some things. And so that's what I have for you. Continue having a fantastic weekend. Sending you great energy this weekend, Aquarius. And make sure, for those of you, and speaking in the physical sense, since you're dealing with some energies who are trying to turn up the heat, cause a bunch of chaos and confusion in the whole 9 yards, change your locks if you need to. Change your locks for real if you need to. Like I said, in the physical sense, that's what I'm seeing here. 777, I'm in the flow. Your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose, a state of peace and calmness in your soul. See, you are a prayer warrior, and when you're dealing with energies who would rather go to war with you than pray for you, Aquarius, pray for them. You take the high road. You sit on your throne, adjust your crown, and let source fight your battles. That is what I have for you. I'll see you all in the next reading. Bye.